What's going on, y'all? Your boy T918. I want to give y'all a story. As y'all see by the title of this video, there's beauty in the struggle. If y'all know J. Cole, then y'all know that verse. Love yours. Don't be sleeping on your level because there's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Um, y'all, this is going to be quite nerdy, so hang on here. But y'all know I've been playing a lot of Sekiro lately, right? And I compared Sekiro, or it's a good comparison for me personally, to life in a way. Because, or hardships, I guess, overcoming hardships in crazy times. Um, when I started Sekiro, at the very beginning, I had no idea what I was doing. Just like a lot of brand new games, right? I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to play it. And I know some people might say, oh, well, we all get lost at the beginning of a new game. No, no, no. I'm talking lost, as in this is one of the hardest games that I've ever played, In my opinion, even though I've only played a couple of them, it puts all the hard Souls games to shame when it comes to the difficulty of Sekiro. Um, and every day I played it, I got on and I thought to myself, why the fuck am I doing this? I'm just like, I'm slowly bringing the channel back. I'm uploading more consistently, but 2 or 3 people are probably gonna see this shit. And I'm making myself suffer for no fucking reason. Every single day when I got on the game, I thought to myself, why am I recording this? Like, I spent 2 hours in the very beginning. I died more times to fall damage than I did to mini bosses at the very start. The Blazing Bull and the chained the chained ogre took me 3 or 4 hours each. It took me several videos just to get past one mini boss, let alone the actual bosses of the game. And every time I got on, every day when I woke up, I dreaded hitting that record button, low key. Of course, I was excited in those videos because I'm not going to share my sadness and how upset and frustrated I am in a YouTube video because nobody wants to see that shit, right? You ain't going to watch someone who's sad and depressed. But I was complaining and making jokes about it to make the video entertaining, but I hated that shit because I had no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm scared of what's next. I'm nervous, right? There's no fucking breaks. It's opposition after adversity after annihilation in that game. And like I said, for those who play Sekiro, y'all know what I'm talking about. For those who don't, it's a game that FromSoft developed. Y'all know Elden Ring. Majority of gamers know Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a game that's from the same company that created. Sekiro is a game from the same company that created Elden Ring. It's a Souls game or a Souls-like kind of game. Yeah, man. I would get on. I wouldn't want to hit that fucking button. I knew I was facing hardship every single time, and I'd get my ass kicked for hours upon hours on end. Get my ass fucking kicked. And there were a lot of times that I was just gonna quit. A lot of times when I thought to myself, and I even said it in the video sometimes, and I wish I could go back and delete that because I didn't want people to hear that, but I said to myself, what the fuck, man? Like, this is so stupid. Ain't nobody gonna watch this stupid shit anyway. I'm doing this shit for 1 or 2 people who are probably gonna watch 15 seconds of the video. And this is dumb. I could quit and nobody would know. Like, nobody would give a damn. Nobody would give a shit, right? It's not like I'm going to have subscribers commenting, oh my God, where did Sekiro go, right? I could start what I'm on right now, which is Red Dead Redemption 2, and nobody would bat an eye. But I kept going. I kept on going. And like I said, hardship after hardship, it seemed like right after I would finally overcome this huge, difficult thing, like 3 or 4 hours on the Chained Ogre, and I would be so happy and excited. And then you hop right over that wall, and there's a fucking 2 health bar, another mini boss, Samurai. And then you got to get past this large fucking snake. And then you think to yourself, okay, the game's going to give me a break now because I've just gotten past a huge fucking snake. I just got past these mini bosses. I get some kind of break. Then comes the main first boss on a fucking horse. And then, after that comes a bull. And the list goes on and on. But I compared that to a lot like life because you know what happened after I kept getting on every day and just kept showing up, even though I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, even though I was scared, nervous, and everything else that you feel when you're doing something brand new and getting your ass kicked in it. I started adapting, and my struggles turned into my success. Like, the same game that I hated and questioned why the fuck I was playing it in the first place. The same game I despised and wanted to uninstall every single day, and thought to myself, this is what I'm doing with my free days. This is what I'm doing with my days off. I'm spending my time on this shit. Became one of my favorite games of all time. Became a game that I've beaten 19 times now. And on this channel, y'all can go back and clearly see that I've done the Resurrection mod, I've done For the Sake of Ashina mod. I've done different, costume mods, randomizers. I mean, the list goes on and on. I've beaten, of course, gotten all the different endings and shit like that. Gone through all the gauntlets. I've pretty much platinumed the game, essentially. And it's crazy just to think about that. The same thing that you hate doing every single day, with enough time, becomes the thing that you love. And when I get on Sekiro now, going past bosses, for those who've played games like that, or games in general, they just push you past your mental limits or physical, capabilities. When you get on a game like that now, it ain't shit to me. I know all the bosses' movesets like the back of my hand. It's not really a matter of the mindset at the very beginning of the challenge, which is, can I really beat this, or is this even worth it? It's now a question of, how can I beat this in a different way? How can I beat this in an effective way? How can I make it more interesting for the person who's watching this? It's not necessarily, am I going to beat it? I know that I can beat all the bosses, probably blindfolded, in all honesty, because I know their movesets. But I just wanted to compare that to life. In life, there's a lot of shit that happens. There's a lot of things that you don't want to do. There's a lot of things that pop up that are just fucking suck. And you go through it, and you do it every single damn day, and you question yourself. You question the world, you question the universe, God, whatever it may be, and you ask yourself, why the fuck am I going through this stupid shit for, bro? What reason? But on the other side of sadness and struggle, there's often success. And you don't feel like that in the moment, of course. You never do. Going through it, you don't feel it. It's kind of like working out, right? You start working out, and within the first couple of days, couple of weeks even, you're not seeing any results. You're pushing your body every single day, and at the very beginning of the workout, you feel like shit, and you're like, why the fuck am I doing this for? I'm not even seeing any changes in my weight, my looks, or anything. And over time, next thing you know, a year, 2 years go by, you're a completely different person. And you couldn't imagine how it would have been if you wouldn't have been working out like that, right? It's just like that, man. I don't know who this video is for and how many people are going to see it, but wanted to get that message out there. Your struggles will eventually turn into your triumphs and your success. And the same thing that you hate and despise right now, the same thing that seems so boring, so repetitive, so bad, so irritating, so horrible, will eventually be the reason you keep going, will eventually be the thing that you love. And that takes me to the second point. I won't spend too much time on this, but the second point is, is like I said at the very beginning, J. Cole, love yours. Love the struggle. Love the journey. It's so hard for us to imagine something like that because, like I said, when you're going through it, you can't imagine it. But when you get to the end goal, when you get to the end game, when you finally achieve what it is you want, you'll wish that you would have enjoyed and savored. What the fuck am I saying? It's like I had a stroke. Savored, or that's the word, right? Like to savor something. That sounds wrong. Savor? Like if you're eating something, do you savor the taste? Is that right? I don't know. But yeah, you're gonna get to the point when you achieve success or you achieve that goal, whatever it is, right? That you look back and you're like, why didn't I enjoy that more? I remember when I first played, Sekiro and Elden Ring, for example. Most people can relate more to Elden Ring than Sekiro. I was in such a rush to beat it for some reason. I don't know why. My friend had told me about it. I got into it at first. I was like, I don't really mess with soul games like that. Next thing you know, I'm addicted to it. I'm playing it 9-10 hours a day. But I was looking at it as like a ladder that I had to hurry up and climb and get to the very end for some reason. Trying to figure out, okay, I got to get the best armor, so I got to go do this, this, and this. I got to get the best ammo, I got to get the best weapons and swords, so I have to go do this, this, and this. I have to go to this place. And I wasn't taking it all in. I wasn't taking in the journey, the experience of Elden Ring, for those who have played it, the nature, the beautiful sights. I mean, I get on the game now and I can spend hours just looking at the landscape and the bird sky and everything, right? I wasn't enjoying it. And when I finally, like, I was in such a rush that I would get on at 9 o'clock in the morning and not get off until 4 or 5 a.m. the next day. Just in a rush. In a rush to go nowhere, essentially. And I was like, okay, I gotta hurry up. I gotta beat Malakath. Okay, then after that, I have to hurry up. Okay, I gotta go beat, Godfrey. Okay, then after that, I gotta go beat Hoarlu. Okay, then I gotta go beat Radagon, then the Elden Beast. Okay, now what? Okay, the credits roll. And I'm talking the moment those credits rolled, I thought to myself, I can't even remember what the fuck I did. I can't even remember. I was so caught up on beating it that I didn't stop to enjoy what the fuck I was doing. And of course, just like Sekiro, I went back to beat that game 14 times or 15 times. And those times I enjoyed it. I went and did other things, did different builds, and got up to level 300 and everything like that. And I enjoyed those. But the most memorable moment, the one time you can go through it for the first time, I didn't even enjoy. And I wondered why. So as he would say, don't be sleeping on your level, because there's beauty in the struggle. And enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. In games, in life, and anything. Like I said, it might suck right now. You might be thinking, how the fuck am I supposed to enjoy this? You work in a job you can't fucking stand. You hate it. Every time you wake up in the morning, you want to hop off a fucking bridge. You think, how the fuck am I supposed to enjoy this? You're working towards a goal. You're working towards something. But when you achieve it, it's those hard times that make it worth it. Without failure, there would be no success. There'd be no meaning to success. Without sadness or grief or failure, anything like that, there would be no happiness. There'd be no joy. Without rain, there'd be no sunshine. It goes both ways. You need darkness. As crazy as it sounds, you need darkness to appreciate light. So that's the vibes I'm on right now, y'all. That's what I'm trying to take into my life. Even for example, y'all know for the previous videos, I work at FedEx now. I'm a driver, right? My first day, y'all will probably see that video before you see this one. First day was probably the craziest, that anyone's experienced, right? But people probably done crazy than me, but long story short, it's more detail in that video, but it took me 12 hours to deliver 8 packages. I started at 8 a.m. in the morning and didn't get done until 8, 9 o'clock at night. Was the last one to get back to the warehouse, of course. Was scared as shit driving that truck because it's a way bigger truck. I'm not used to driving trucks, right? Was missing turns. Got attacked by a damn dog. Didn't get bit, luckily, but he tried to bite me. Hit him in the head with a package. And so many more things that happened. Like I said, I go into detail in that video. And nervous, scared, had no fucking idea what I was doing. No clue. Didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know if I was going to hit somebody or hit something and get bit. Didn't know where to go, what to do. But I made it. I'm alive. And I'm doing the same fucking thing tomorrow. Today's Sunday. I'll be going back in tomorrow and the next week and week after that or whatever. And I'll probably be doing something tomorrow. Like I said, have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Nervous, scared. They're going to give me more packages, a different route. I'm going to have to back out of spaces that I don't want to back out of, pull into spaces I don't want to pull into, get around dogs I don't like, list goes on and on. But I'm enjoying it. As I'm driving, I'm looking at the little things. I'm looking at the sun shining. I'm looking at the clouds. I'm feeling the wind. I'm looking at the birds. I'm smiling because I know that this is not the end. I know this is not the end game. The credits aren't going to roll for me here unless I just drop fucking dead. If I drop dead, then it is going to be. But, until then, I know this isn't the end. And I understand that if I don't enjoy these moments now, when I get to my success, when I get to my goal of being free, I won't be able to remember or appreciate what it meant to be free in the first place. You have to be shackled up. No slavery jokes. You have to be shackled to appreciate what it is to be free. So, I'm going to end this with something that J. Cole says that I listen to every day when I wake up and go to sleep. One of my favorite parts of the verses in his song Love Yours. But with that being said, I will catch y'all later. J. Cole, take it away.
The good news is, nigga, you came a long way. The bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way. Think being broke was better. A life that's better than yours. No such thing as a